Hi, this is Barry Anderson from the Trade Ideas Live Trading Room. It is, what is it? It's Tuesday, April the 14th. This is the address to get into the room, and you can log in with your Facebook or your Twitter account. All right, let's get right to the first trade that I posted in the room today. This was BLDR, Builder's First Source, and this was on my watch list, obviously. If you take a look at the daily chart from yesterday, it had a tremendous day. Here's where this is Monday where it closed. Tuesday, Friday where it closed, Monday, the big pop, and then continuation today. Now, unfortunately for me, I don't like trading that early, and this is about 9:45, and I took the trade right here. I usually like to see the stocks kind of settling down a little bit, but I was watching this action. Here's the opening candle, and then the next one, and it looked like it was just going to keep surging. So when it broke through the whole number, this is 13 right here, or that down here is 13. I took the trade right here at 13.20. And it popped up immediately, and I decided to exit some at 13.35. And then I actually, in the next candle, I got taken out the last half for a loss at 13.11. And then it came back down, and then it just zoomed right back up. I could not find an entry right here. Obviously, I would love to have had this action right around here, would have kept me in the trade and would have made a lot more money. But at any rate, this probably have to watch this again tomorrow to see if there's another day of continuation. SPCB. Now this one came from. This is a strategy that Dan Merkin, our CEO, he popped into the room last week and he gave us this one. And oops, sorry about that. I'm going to have to put this on pause. Okay, sorry about that. Yeah, one of the things is if I click on something in here, it's going or over here, this is going to disappear on the screen. So at any rate, this is SPCB at 1052. Um, the price, that was the alert. And now this was a low volume. I mean, right now it's 425,000, but at the time of the alert, it was a lot lower volume. The spread wasn't great. But I like this action here, this kind of flagging action, bit of a look like it was getting narrow and narrower. So I took the trade right here at $10.60. Held on through a little bit of churn. It got down to 10.54, obviously not that bad. But then finally it popped up, and I was really hoping that this would just continue through $11. It actually did spike up through 11, but I don't think the bid actually got up there. And so I decided I had to be careful that it would just get stalled at the whole number. So I took out some of the trade at 10.98, and then the rest on this. This was a nasty candle at 10.80, and then it just basically has chopped around for the balance of the day. I see that I haven't. Let me disable my alerts, my sounds. There we go. Um, Now. This one, again, if you don't know, this is, I better expand this, otherwise I'm going to lose it again. Okay, so this is an opening range break, 30-minute opening range break. And, I got it's hard to, ORMP, if you check the price, 897, it popped up through there. This one, PGEM, another really nice one from there. Let's take a look at it. PGEM, remember, the alert was at 1414 right here, or sorry, right down here. And, got as high as 1479. Now I'm going to start paying attention to this one a lot more. The problem is I have a lot of alerts going. I've got too many. I've got to start paring them down. Got a lot of enhanced these strategies, optimized strategies, and I'm just finding I have a few too many. This is the one. I just have to show you this one. I'm sure if you were trading today, you knew this one. This is the one that just absolutely killed me in the sense that I just didn't take it. And this is one that I've been developing. This is, you can see WBA right here, and this is on a 15-minute opening range break at 54.25. Remember that number, 54.25. So again, if you were trading today, 54.25. Look at this, $67 almost. So The alert came all the way, like, way down here, right down in this level, and it just took off from there. Many entry points, just couldn't believe it. I almost felt, in fact, I said right here, well, I guess I've missed it. It's a chase. But $56 was when I posted in the room that I had to sort of stop myself from chasing it. But it still went up so much. I think there's something to do with I think another Chinese internet company is going to be merging with them. I think that's the rumor anyway, but a huge miss. And, what can you say? Uh, SWKS, at least this one turned out not too badly for me. SWKS was on the potential reversals. And let me just bring up that screen. And it's not on here anymore because you see it's only down $2.92 to make this list. I think it has to be down at least $3. Let me just see what it says. Yeah, it has to be down at least $3. So it is just it's not on the list right now. In fact, as we speak, if it would go down to 3, you would see it. But it was on the list. Now, what really intrigued me about this, let's take a look at the monthly chart. I'm going to go very long on this. Look at this, $25, basically a steady climb. We had one little blip here this month where it was a bit of a tail, but just an incredible climb from let's see, October of 2014. Let me just back out of Skype. Sorry about that. Just getting some. Okay. So from 2014, August 2014, from about $26 almost up to $100. So I have seen this on the rise many days, many weeks, making new lifetime high. So that's why it really surprised me when I saw it on this list. So I had to look at it because the way I look at it is that a stock that has had such a tremendous rise, sure, it's going to have a downturn, but in my way of thinking, it's going to probably have a bounce intraday at some point. Just people looking at it and saying, well, maybe this is just a blip for the day, so it'll have a bounce. So I was really watching it right here, and you see how it was holding. This is $95, so it was kind of holding this whole number. Now it fell back down through the whole number, but immediately traded right back up to 94.84, and then it got back through the whole number. And so I took the trade right here at 95.20, and literally in 3 minutes, I sold at 95.84 the bulk of my of the shares. And it was literally 3 minutes. I happened to check the entry and exit times, and it was 3 minutes. And then on this candle, this was a nasty candle that got me out of the balance at 95.53. But a great trade, 3 minute trade, over 60 cents. I'm going to definitely watch this one though because it's still down for the day. If it drops a couple more days, that's even better because I just think it's going to. This has been so strong. I think everybody still wants to see. Anybody who's in it, sure, they've been selling obviously, but I think if it has a few more down days and then another up day, people will look at that probably as just a little flag down and then maybe a resumption. So this, I'm going to be definitely watching this for a while. The only other one to go over was VR. It just didn't work out the way I wanted it to. This was on the lifetime high alert, um, right here at $43. And I took the trade right here at 43.10. I like to wait till about 10. Started to work a little bit. Now, the other thing I'm starting to find from some of these lifetime alerts is that if the stock is not really dynamic, that it may not do very much. And you see, this is only up $2. Some of the other ones I mean, obviously, WUBA, Shake Shack is another one that's on here. Shake Shack, don't make a liar to me. I know you're on, here you are. It was on several times. And Shake Shack is, I'm sure it's up quite a bit percentage wise. It's up 8%. So I may have to revise this and only take a look at the ones that are at least up maybe 3%, 3 or 4%, and getting the alert. Because otherwise they're just not dynamic enough. They just sort of stagnate, and it's kind of a waste of time because I have to watch it too long, make sure that it doesn't fall back down through that whole number. And I just don't want to do that. I'd rather be in it and obviously have it either zip up or take me out almost immediately because it's just I have too many other things going on, and I just don't want to have to waste time watching something that is doing nothing. So I may have to. I'm going to revise this probably. So unless the lifetime alert happens when the stock is up 4%, I may not see it. Anyway, that is it for the day. Again, WUBA, the big miss, but I know some in the room probably were able to get in on it. But and what a great trade. But obviously, I am going to now pay a lot more attention to this one that Dan popped into the room. If you want it, you can email at info at trade ideas hyphen trade hyphen ideas.com. That's info at trade hyphen ideas.com. I think probably I have this on the cover page. Yes, so if you want that, just email me here and I can send you this strategy. I can start to watch it. I say these things. It's mathematical in that the strategy works. In theory, you take every trade. This is back tested over about 64 days. So the idea is really not to cherry pick because if you pick the wrong ones, it may not work as well. But on the other hand, I mean, I look at these and I also take a look at the chart to see what's happening. And so I'm sort of going to be contrary to what I just said. I tend to cherry pick a little bit. And if I don't like what I see, I won't take it. But then if it continues, I will take it. But I haven't really paid that much attention to it. As I say, I've got other things that are going on. But this is obviously today it worked out very, very well. So we'll have to see how it works going forward. All right, that's it. Thanks for listening, and I hope to see you in the trading room tomorrow.